Cue the fireworks. It looks like the Republicans are trying to get a crypto bill through that gives clear roles to the SEC and CFTC. Next. That article, and we're going to go over a couple of Warren Davidson's videos here. He is just on fire right now. He is looking to go after Gary Gensler. We're going to go over those two things all next on OG Crypto and NFTs. Welcome, everyone. My name is Troy, and Monday through Friday, we go over the latest news in crypto, blockchain, as well as non-fungible tokens, NFTs. Let's jump right into it. CNBC today, June 2nd, crypto bill from Republicans lays out clear roles for SEC and CFTC. Now, this is what we've been looking for. We need to go figure out who needs to oversee the entire industry. We don't need some dictator over the SEC telling us, well, hey, I'm the cop on the beat for crypto, and it's so obvious that 80-year-old rules are they're really just locking into crypto, and they should be applied to blockchain technology. What a bunch of crap this guy is, and it looks like he might be taking his biggest hit if Ripple wins that lawsuit against his agency, SEC. So let's jump right into it. Here we go. Here's Warren Davidson. We're gonna go and have this little clip going on right here, and he's over the target, folks.
We've set up the protocols and architecture for every major innovation since the Industrial Revolution. Industrial Revolution, automobiles, aviation, aerospace, computing, the internet era. Why would we bail now on fintech? I mean, the reality is we have about 4.5% of the world's population. We have about 25% of the world's GDP. We have over 50% of the world's invested capital in our capital markets. But when you look at crypto, 70 to 90% of the liquidity is offshore. That is not good for our capital formation in the United States. We need the system that we have in our country to provide the things that only our markets can. And we should work to do that with legislation, not just putting pressure on regulators. But one of the regulations that Gary Gensler has highlighted is we need to restructure the SEC. We need to eliminate the chairmanship and create a 3-3 parity with the commission so that the commission actually has to be collaborative instead of being driven by an activist.
Well, tell me, Warren Davidson, what you really think.
We're working to get rid of Gary Gensler. I gave a hearing where I was able to communicate with him and say, look, I plan to fire you. We've got a bill that basically restructures the Securities and Exchange Commission and eliminates the chairmanship, i.e. fires Gary Gensler as chairman. He would still be a commissioner. And right now there are 5 commissioners. Originally it was created as a commission because the commission was supposed to do the decision making. And then they supercharged the powers of the chairman. And Gary Gensler is front running everybody. I mean, he's moving ahead of Congress. He's Republicans and Democrats, the House, the Senate. He's moving ahead of Treasury. He's moving ahead of CFTC. And frankly, it's all to impose his will on everything. And so there's almost no accountability. The commission, you either have 4 commissioners that are useless, or you need, and 1 chairman, or you go back to say, look, our capital markets are the best in the world. I mean, look, we got 4 or 5% of the world's population, 25% of the world's GDP, but we have over 50% of the world's invested capital. I mean, why would you mess that up? But Gary Gensler is in the process of messing it up. And you look at crypto, he's clearly declared war on crypto. He's a henchman for Elizabeth Warren, and he's front running everything for Elizabeth Warren. Frankly, Sherrod Brown, who's the chairman of Senate Banking.
Wow. So we're really seeing now Republicans, or the red team, is really just going all out on the SEC, as you heard, against Elizabeth Warren and on Sherrod Brown, all on the blue team, all looking to take crypto down and just shove it offshore. Or they're protecting their boys over there at the banking system because they're all bankers, right? And they're are they getting paid? Well, go ahead and look at their bank accounts and figure out how on a $220,000 a year salary that you're worth tens of millions of dollars. Very interesting. That's one thing we need is complete clarification of what your expenses as well as your investments are when you become a congressman or you become part of the government, because it's so easy, to sit there and say, well, we want to go look at Trump's tax returns. Well, let's go look at everyone's tax returns. How about let's look at Pelosi's tax returns? She's up hundreds of millions of dollars on that little salary of hers. So bullshit. All right, let's jump into NFTs. Nike NFTs will be incorporated into EA Sports games. That is awesome. We're going to start seeing this happen. I know all you little gamers out there that don't watch my channel sitting there going, I don't like NFTs. Are you kidding? You'll go ahead and you'll take daddy's money and you'll go ahead and rent for a gun or for an outfit or whatever. Why don't you buy the thing and own it, right? And you own it, and ownership and verification is all through NFTs, and we're going to see this happen. It's going to really be in our face here quickly, especially when we're seeing Nike get more and more involved in NFTs. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. It is Pro Crypto Day here on Donut Day here in the United States. So if we can get things changing up in Washington, D.C., we can see a very, very bullish future in crypto. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, comment down below, and we will see you next week. Have a good weekend.